Hello and welcome back to this month on Minecraft. This month, Dream unrevealed his face, Wembu's channel has been deleted, and George Not Found is getting cancelled. Starting off, we have drama from early this month, including George Not Found. In a Technoblade charity event hosted by Tommy Innit to celebrate his birthday, during the entire stream, George was making some really unfunny jokes and using air horn sound effects. Now, even if he's trying to lighten the mood, you can't use that sound effect after Techno's dad made a speech about him.
Check this out. I'm gonna play a soundboard.
George, don't do that. It's annoying.
That's not me.
George,
No,
I watched your name go green,
but we can
George.
see you do
It's
it.
not me.
George, you have
Really?
It
George,
wasn't
in the
me. It
charity
wasn't me.
event?
I saw that it was you, George.
It
In the
was
charity
more than
event,
just me. It was
George.
other people too.
George,
Come
this
on,
is a
George.
charity event.
What
If
do
you
you
want to
do?
ruin it,
True.
that's
What?
cool, but...
I didn't do anything. It wasn't me.
George, come on,
George, I'd really... Come on, man.
He also kept continuously using the soundboard after everyone asked him to stop, but the drama doesn't end there. When asked by Tommy how much George donated to charity, he simply laughed.
George, so how much have you donated, given you're like a, you know, multi-billionaire?
I'm about to get there,
Tell me before the event that he didn't plan on donating anything.
I'm incredibly disappointed.
I believe that.
George.
That sounds like him.
That is
That does sound
definitely
like
something
him.
he would do.
Honestly,
I'm
Jeff,
just
I feel like we
disappointed
were
in
all fine
myself.
until George joined the call and said he hates charity. Like,
That's when...
That was a weird moment of the call.
Now look, you might not want to donate for whatever reason, but being as big as he is, it's kind of expected, right? But you can't not donate and then laugh about it, you know? This clip sparked outrage on Twitter with people, rightfully so, wanting to cancel George. The situation has not developed as it wasn't talked about much after the event, but it's still just really shitty. Moving on, we have the typical story of problems with Lifesteal. People are coming out and complaining at how toxic the community is. A user on Twitter said that all of the canon characters played by content creators are getting a lot of hate and even death threats, in which they called out Prince Sam specifically. They also said that now the season's over, we should look forward to the next one, which starts on July the 5th. Let's see if the launch goes well. Next up, we have an algorithm server being created which is entirely dedicated to women. An Infuse SMP member, Chifoy, has recently announced that they will be creating an algorithm server entirely dedicated to female and non-binary members. She states in Twitter replies that she feels as if women are typically excluded from major algorithm servers and she thinks that they should have more involvement in them. Wishing the best to the server and hopefully it's successful. Moving on, we have a twit longer about the worst person on Hypixel Skyblock. A Twitter user by the name of Hypixel Cringe released a twit longer titled "Why the Skyblock Community has some of the worst people in the Hypixel community." Now look, as someone who has over 500 hours on the game, millions in the bank, and sick armor, okay look, I had to flex, okay? I can agree that there are some bad people, but let's see what the Twitlonger has to say. Now the backstory behind this guy is that his name is Tntpvp and that he used to be a scammer on Hypixel Skyblock. And if you're older than 25, just think back to RuneScape scams. You're welcome for the PTSD. TNT was notoriously known for being a scammer after leaving his account for a while and coming back with a new name called Hazel. It didn't take long for people to link two and two together, as he would occasionally post videos on the wrong account. And after a while, he even said himself that he is TNT and he wanted to create a new account because he didn't want people to see him like the scammer he is. Alright, so he's like any other scammer ever, but what makes him so bad? Well, he is accused of grooming, racism, general toxicity, and some really weird replies. To start with, he was accused of grooming a 12-year-old when he was 16, and he lives in the UK, so the legal age is 16, which literally makes him a pedophile. But even if the two ages were 11 and 15, it really doesn't make it better. Like, it's still a teenager and a literal child. And the Discord messages between these two doesn't help his case that much either. Now look, e-dating and stuff ain't for me, but you know, if you want to do it, you do unit. But surely e-sex is just a bit far, is it not? Now look, I'm not reading what's said in these screenshots because people just need to seek God. Once asked about why he was dating a 12-year-old, he tries to defend himself by saying he thought she was 15 and that when the account was labeled underage, he thought it was to bait people over 18. I mean, honestly, if you're gonna get caught and try to lie, at least be good at it. Like, this is absolutely atrocious. But it doesn't stop there. This guy then proceeds to double down and say that he isn't a pedophile, but he is a child predator. My guy, look at these two definitions and tell me they're different things. Please do, because if there is a difference, I'd love to know. Please just let me know. He's also been accused of racism, which were more recent than the grooming allegations, where some of them happened this month coming from the Hazel account. Here are some of the screenshots of what he said recently, and for obvious reasons I can't read it out loud. Now for the next screenshots, the context is that he got muted in the Hypixel Discord and was complaining why. Take a second to pause this video and read these absolutely wild messages. Finally, in the racism allegations, there's a 3-second clip of him saying the P word and him saying there's nothing wrong with it. I guess him and KSI have more in common than we thought.
Like, so what? I call people patties, so what?
Moving on to general toxicity, a clip has surfaced of TNT saying he wouldn't mind if someone killed themselves. Why, you may ask? Cause he got killed in a Sky Wars match. Like, if I go any longer about this video is gonna end up fucking 30 minutes long, so I'm just gonna put up screenshots of him acting weird as hell here. You know, pause if you'd like to read it. Yeah, just don't be like this guy. Moving on, the 1st of June marks the 24th birthday of Technoblade, if he were still alive, and at the time of recording, it has officially been a year since the announcement of Technoblade's death. Bro, like, how has a year already passed? It's nuts. Many YouTubers have released videos on their channels saying how they feel a year on, and I highly recommend checking them all out. I also recommend buying Techno's merch, as all of the money goes to cancer charities. Dream being a pedophile again. You didn't see that one coming, did ya? People have come out yet again calling how much of a pedophile Dream is. At Vidcon, it was rumored that Dream handed certain members a card after taking pictures and whispered a code in their ear. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if his Snapchat was on that card, but whispering codes in people's ears? Why does Blood think he's in the MI5? What do you mean codes, man? But it's not just one person who's reporting these mysterious codes, it's multiple people. And apparently Dream hired Sylvie and Hannah to do his dirty work for him. I mean, just watch this clip. Now, has anyone bothered figuring out what these codes mean? Hell no. All we know is that Dream is just being a nonce as usual. Also this month, unfortunately, another major PvP server has announced its closing down, with Luna.gg announcing its closing down after 4 years of being active. The server released a statement saying that people started losing interest in the server after a while, and that they felt like they lost all motivation to work on the server. But it's really unfortunate that we lost another PvP server. Moving on to the biggest story this month, YouTuber Wembu's channel has been deleted. The YouTuber with over 500k subscribers mysteriously had his channel deleted towards the beginning of this month. And when asked why his channel was deleted, he said that he had conflict with his parents, which ended up in its deletion. A channel has been made which has re-uploads of all of the videos that Wembuu did have on his channel, as well as a document where people can send in whatever videos they have about his channel. I'll leave the link down below. I can't imagine all that work to go all the way up to 500k subs and then it all just goes for nothing. Like, it must suck. Another YouTuber has come out recently talking about the effects of mental health and how the harassment of individuals is causing them to leave the SMP community. I mean, at this point it's starting to become a trend where YouTubers leave the community due to harassment, and honestly it's disturbing. A YouTuber, Carson, came out with a thread saying how his mental health has been affected by individuals such as Sean, Cloudy and many more. But the crazy thing is, Sean, the guy who's been harassing him, replied saying, "I've been waiting for this day." Honestly, it's like, bruv, the nerve, man, like, calm down. But of course, Carson responded accordingly. I mean, it's starting to become a trend, like, where people just leave because of, like, harassment, and yeah, it's concerning, man. Also this month, Lifesteal has announced the 3 new members that are joining the server for Season 5. The new members include Minitek, Jumperwho, and 4CV, all of them being absolute legends in the Minecraft community. This means the application process is concluded and the roster for Lifesteal Season 5 is done and dusted. I mean, the server will launch on July 5, so let's see how it goes. Yep, you guessed it. Dream does something embarrassing yet again by unrevealing his face. This guy, man, for fuck's sake. In a video he released, he said that he faced a lot of hate from the internet after revealing his face, and he has decided to put the mask back on. But then he proceeded to delete the video with the face reveal, which had over 50 million views. Like, my guy, what are you doing? Because in the video he complained that he wasn't getting enough views after taking the mask off, but like dropping 50 million views really isn't helping you out now, is it? He was then spotted in a supermarket with a mask on, and look, I will admit it, he looks like a clown. I mean guys, if his stands are agreeing with it, then something's definitely wrong. Finally, this month VidCon took place, which saw all of the Lifesteal members meeting up and having a very nice couple of days. In those couple of days, a lot of members face revealed for the first time. Some of them were proper introductions and some of them were just, you know, hello, how you doing? Planet Lord. Nevertheless, it was fun seeing the whole group together and having fun, as well as some other creators tagging along. Shout out Rasplin for watching these videos. I hope this episode came out on time. If not, I'll throw my controller out my window. Bye.